this morning, a window on the side of our building was smashed.
If I'm in bed by 1 a.m, I'll be quite pleased.
Spending pretty close to $500,000 a year on scaffolding.
How do you think people respond when you tell them your age?
How they view me? I think... Right, welcome to Spirit. What's the time? It's so early. I'm really glad that it's 18 past 6. I'm really glad that we're doing this so early because all of the viewers are going to think that I get in this time every day. This is the office. This is the marketing desks. We got 2 videographers. We've got our head of marketing, sort of Tom, who does everything. And then you sit there. Then we've got our sort of residential sales desks. That's going to be growing quite a bit in the near future. Commercials over here, that's also growing. And then we've got project managers who grow as well. And over here, we have 2 meeting rooms that are being built. And it's been very loud in the office for the last week. But it's nearly done. I think all of the drilling and the banging's done. They just need to paint now. Because currently we're out of space, really. We've got 2 meeting rooms down the end and then that's it. So this is another one. How do you know if...
Usually if air comes out of it.
Yeah, obviously. So this is my office. Now, I basically moved into this office about 4 weeks ago after spending my whole life basically swearing that I would never move into an office. I like the idea of being out with everyone. But it got to the point where I was getting asked questions every 10 minutes. I couldn't get anything done. So since moving in here, I get a hell of a lot more done. So it's great. Should we go through what I've got to do for this week?
Yeah.
I have to write a YouTube video on the best all-in-one battery system.
Yeah.
So we sell 2 battery systems mainly, well actually 3, and I basically need to write a big YouTube video comparing them all. Another thing I'm doing is reconfiguring the way our profit and loss is presented. Because currently, it does what it needs to do as a P&L account, but it's not clear, as in here's the marketing spend for each department, here's what it costs to actually deliver a project from point of sale to handover. I can't pull that information out of the P&L. So I'm reorganizing our accounts to give me that information nice and clearly. So those are my 2 big jobs for this week. I've actually got quite a lot of meetings on today. So the reason we're in so early is because I have a meeting at 7 a.m. Started doing these installation feedback meetings so that we can review each job for a month and say, oh, this is why this one went better than expected or worse than expected. So that's the one at 7 a.m. Then I've got another meeting at 9 a.m. with my business coach. I didn't actually know I was on today. Then I got a meeting at 10 with Nathan. Him and I have a monthly meeting. Then I got a meeting at 11 with our head of marketing, Alicia. And then in the afternoon, I'm actually pretty clear. So I'm going to try and crack through that YouTube video. Going to Lidl. We're going to Lidl. Look at that. I don't know what Angel Delight is.
Have you never had it?
No.
It's like it's a plastic version of jelly.
Is this the 0-calorie jelly?
Oh my gosh, 85.
No, it's not 85. It's 115. You see, you fell for the pricing thing. That looks unreal. I think Lidl is zeroing in on the gym bro.
Yeah, not a gym channel.
No, that is something I don't think I could do with a straight face.
No.
Start a car channel. We're definitely starting a car. I'm only going to get 1 protein chocolate yogurt, so I have an excuse to come back tomorrow. back to finish off our accounts course. The first module we've got today is on things like balance sheet, profit and loss, and cash flows, so the actual meaty, interesting stuff. So yeah, I think it'd be fun. Oh my god. So one of the things that you get on this course that we're doing is a workbook with each module. So Tom's just downloading module 3 workbook. And we get to see how juicy it is. The other ones have been really good. They've been really sort of informative. Here's the one on how to pay yourself as a company owner. Now currently I just take a salary, which is basically the worst tax efficient thing, so I need to sort that out. Looks like salary and dividends is the way to go. So that's on my list. And then there's things like if you're married, pensions, vehicles, directors' loans. And Tom's just sending me number 3. Here we go. An example P&L. Excellent. Now the advantage of Spirit having been run by my parents, who are both accountants, is that they've got their heads around all this. So we have a good P&L, we have good monthly accounts, we have a properly structured balance sheet. So this isn't something that needs sorting out per se, but it is something I need to be able to understand.
Right, how was your day?
You want a summary of the day?
Yeah, I need a summary of the day.
Right, it's 4:30, and at 7 a.m. we started at 6 because we filmed the intro to this at 6.
Yeah.
Had my first meeting at 7, then another one at 9. No, another one at 8:45, which I had another one at 9, which I ended up getting to at 9:20 because the one at 8:45 overran. Then I had another one at 10 and another one at 11 and another one at 1:30, and we went to Lidl. And then I've just had a meeting with Jordan, which means that my to-do list today of going through our P&L line by line to make sure everything's in the right place, and what else was it? There was something else I needed to do. Write my YouTube video, that was it. Those 2 things I haven't started yet. So it's 4:30, I've just turned on my computer for the day, and you'll come in here like the day's nearly over. The day's just beginning. We've got another 5 hours ahead of us. Yeah. I also got 4 hours sleep last night, which I've been bitching and moaning about all day, but I'm using that as an excuse. I'm not, but yeah, I'm about to start.
What's today?
Today's Tuesday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
I thought it was Tuesday, but it's not. It's Bank Holiday Monday.
And it's 9:45.
Yeah. So we got in this morning at 8, went straight into our monthly managers meeting, which is basically 8 or 9 of us in a room plotting. And we plotted about the business plan for the next 3 years, which is really exciting, and it's quite ambitious, but I think it's very reasonable at the same time. So just finished that, then I had a few sort of one-to-one quick chats with people off the back of it. I've got to basically go through the accounts, I think, sort out our profit and loss. I need to have a meeting with our CFO about cash flow.
I've got a question.
What's that?
How do you think people respond when you tell them your age when you are speaking about running a business? Do you think it affects?
How they view me?
Yeah.
I think if they already know who I am, it gives a lot of gravitas. I think when I go up to stands at a trade show and I'm just walking around, I say, I'm running a solar company, they don't take me that seriously unless they recognise the brand or they recognise me.
Yeah.
I think if they recognise the brand or they recognise me, then they take me very seriously because they know Spirit's quite an established business. But no, the random ones, they just think, oh, he's just some other guy at a solar trade show with some small installer that he's just started. I think that's probably the perception, but I don't know. So there's been a crime scene. At 4:30 a.m. this morning, a window on the side of our building was smashed. Obviously someone's come along, and I don't know, I think they've spied probably a computer in the back over there, a printer there. Not that this is particularly valuable stuff, but yeah, they've thought, well, I'll have a go. I don't know why they've not looked at these bars and said, well, I'm obviously not getting through there. Maybe it was pitch black at 4:30, they couldn't see the bars. Presumably that's what's happened, but interesting. So actually, funny enough, our building alarm went off at 11:55 last night, and I was just about to go to bed, and I got a call from Chubb, our sort of security company, and there was an automated call saying this alarm's gone off. So I look on the cameras, and I looked on that camera at 11:50 yesterday, and there was nothing wrong. So I disarmed it and then rearmed the alarm. It turns out that was because someone had left like one of these small windows open on a different side of the building. But then at 4:30, obviously, someone's had a crack. Tulipy, basically they've outgrown this building, so they're going to be moving to a warehouse 20 minutes up the road in Caversham. They're actually going to keep the downstairs office that they're in for their office work, but they're outsourcing, well, they're not outsourcing, they're relocating the warehouse side. Spirit, over the next few years, should go from occupying 60% of this building to the whole thing. So actually it's quite good timing that they're moving out, because we need the space. It's all happening. And then we get our car park back. Yes. Day's been good. I got a lot more done today than I did yesterday, but that's because yesterday I was in meetings from 7 a.m. to about 4:30. But today has just been the sort of company strategy meeting this morning at 8. Then I think my day's been pretty much free. Yeah, I'm currently checking a commercial YouTube video that we've got going out hopefully this weekend, but it's looking really good so far. It's on the 3 ways that you can maximize the sort of investment return that you're getting from a commercial solar installation. Now, we haven't done very well with commercial YouTube videos on the Spirit Energy YouTube channel historically, because there's a big audience for residential YouTube videos, people trying to find out information and learn about the tech, but commercial, no one cares. It's just, there's no appetite for it on YouTube, which sort of makes sense, but I'm still trying to make it work. So thought a video on maximizing rate of return might do well, so we're trying it. One thing I've learned today, I've learned a bit about accounts today. I had a chat with our chief financial officer about our growth plans that are quite ambitious. So obviously we've got to be on top of the cash flow, we've got to be on top of the P&L, we've got to be on top of reconciling our profits to understand why we're making the money we're making, which is all stuff we should be doing anyway, but we really need to be on it if we're trying to sort of go through a period of accelerated growth.
Tomorrow?
Yes. What's going on tomorrow? We'll discuss it tomorrow. See you tomorrow. All right, it's Thursday morning. I got in at a rather leisurely 10 to 10 this morning because I got up at 6:30 and I was so exhausted I slept through my alarm for 2 hours, which I do not regret doing because I was fried. This morning, my only big job is to get this YouTube script done, which is on best all-in-one battery system, which is quite a big topic. Like, we grade our videos in terms of A, B, and C, in terms of how serious they are, in terms of like hopefully the views that they'll get and the impact that they'll have. And this is like the top A. So it's quite a big deal. I've not put remotely enough time into it yet, but that's this morning's problem. I need to have it done ideally by lunchtime so I can send it off to a videographer who we're filming with tomorrow. Then this afternoon we've got our fractional chief marketing officer coming in, so I've got a few things to discuss with him, including our new business plan, sort of an AI marketing strategy I think we're looking at, as well as an SEO review. So it's all happening, and last night I started thinking about whether we should buy a scaffold company. So we're spending pretty close to, I imagine in a year or two, we'll be spending pretty close to $500,000 a year on scaffolding, which is massive. And I know of one or two other solar companies that have bought scaffolding companies, because obviously you don't have to pay for the scaffolder's margin. I was thinking about it last night, and there's actually a few other benefits to acquiring a scaffold company, like they can lift the solar panels to the roof for you while they're on site. That saves time for the installers. They could even deliver the kit to site, which also saves time because our installers don't have to come to the warehouse in the morning. They could even help out on the roof. So there seems to be quite a few synergies to buying a scaffold company, so I'm looking at that. Currently 20 to 11 on Thursday night, and I'm currently finishing off this YouTube script that I've been trying to do all week, and I need it for 7 a.m. tomorrow. Because Spirit's brand on YouTube is really technically correct and concise, and we really want to be perfect when we're presenting information that people are going to make really big investment decisions off the back of, I spent a lot of time trying to get these scripts really nailed. This one is just taking a long time. I mean, it's going to be like a 40-minute video, probably one of our biggest videos ever. If I'm in bed by 1 a.m, I'll be quite pleased. The good news is I found this really cool astronaut channel, which basically has done a tour of SpaceX's factories, and I'm now watching the one with Bezos. I'm not really watching it, it's just a nice thing to have on the background. The good news is I found this really cool astronaut channel, which basically has done a tour of SpaceX's factories, and I'm now watching the one with Bezos. I'm not really watching it, it's just a nice thing to have on the background while Claude processes. So yeah, this is like the right level of entertaining, but not so entertaining that it distracts me from actually getting work done. And also,
is installing EV charger, which enables them to siphon that excess solar generation and put it into their car. Now the key thing here is that you want to make sure you...
alright, so we're outroing the video.
Yeah.
Alright, it's 2:15 on Friday. This morning, right, I ended up finishing writing, well I didn't, I thought I'd finish writing my battery script in Claude. Then I realised that Claude had got rid of half of my changes and not the other half. So at 1:30 this morning, I gave up on it, went to bed. Are we gonna be able to film this video tomorrow? It's a big video, I wanna get it right. Am I gonna be able to get it to a good enough quality? So then at 1:30 this morning, I whipped up a quick sort of much lower level video in Claude. And then that's what I ended up finishing at 2 a.m. this morning. And then we filmed that at 8 a.m. this morning. Then I had a meeting with my business coach about the business plan. And now I actually have the rest of the afternoon to get some work done. And then I got a call at 5 p.m. about our new solar calculator that we're developing.
Somewhere on the week?
The week was productive. Oh my God, it was emotionally draining. It's been a combination of really high level strategic thinking. There's been a lot of developing our business plan, and it's also been a weirdly political week. We have a bit of office politics, which I think is standard for a company with 50 plus employees, but it was all good. It was all positive. I'm glad that all of the stuff that was discussed got discussed. So I think it's been good, quite draining, but next week will be fun.